Hello there. So today is the 18th and it is a Saturday. So let's do a weekly recap of the trades we took. Let's start here. So we'll do it from the 11th to today the 18th. So that makes it an entire week. All right. So the whole idea is for us to look at the trades that we took. If it was a loss, how could we have managed risks better? And if it was a win, how could we have gotten a better entry, and so on and so forth. All right, so let's start here. The first one is a buy on gold. It is on the 13th. So let's go ahead and look for that right here on the charts. So this would be it at around midday. Okay, so just so I don't lose it, let me just do this and get rid of that. Right, so on the daily here, we can clearly see that this candle closed a weak bearish candle. On the 4-hour, obviously we do know or see the next candles, but let's try and keep it just this one, because at the time that was the information that we had. So we did create a resistance here. It did broke this resistance on the 4 hours. Let me just adjust these levels here. On the previous candle, it did break this resistance. If we take it down to the 1-hour chart, and right, this is the 1-hour right here, we can see that we adjust these levels to here. All right, on the 1-hour, we did break and close above. There were some rejections to the left hand side. I think, oh, I can see that these trades were taken on the same day and just part time. A few, yeah, what was this, midday? 13, was this any news? What was this on a Monday? Anyway, if it was news or not, I don't remember, but still, I think the whole idea of the first one, just have a look on the 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute, I'm just going to adjust this level to here. We can see that we took a trade as soon as it was breaking the high of the previous candle. It did make a lower wick. Maybe for some reason on the 15 we'll have more information showing it. Yeah, I think that it started to break the high, but it came back down. That's why we closed it. Let's see how we can better manage risk here. I think I could have just closed it as soon as it was coming back to the high of the previous candle or breaking it. That's a big difference. I think I just closed it as soon as it turned bearish. I closed it full, thus making a loss of 20 pips. So a better close or risk management in this scenario would have been to close it half at least on the as it was breaking the high of the previous candle. Again, if I would have held it, it would have gone up, obviously, but at the time we didn't know that. I believe that my stops were below this candle, and yeah. The next one, we did take it at almost the close of 30-minute. Oh, now I remember this trade. Okay, yeah, now I remember this trade. So I placed a buy stops above the high of this candle as I was busy going about life. My whole idea was that we know that we have the quote unquote comics coming at uh, midday and a half. So the whole idea was that this candle would have stopped at the high as soon as the next one breaking the high of the previous candle, as in this one, right? The buy stops would be activated and push upwards. It did happen, but happened a bit earlier than expected with the current candle at midday. Still, took the trade, managed it as soon as it went up about, I think, 10 pips. I took partials, stops at break even, and the market just did what it did. And these two basically, I would say this was a second chance at the trade, more or less. Moving on to the next day, we do have a sell on gold on the 14th. Let's go back to the 4-hour. Let's get rid of this. On the 14th, obviously, it's going to be this one. Amazing, right here. Or that is better. Okay, on the 4-hour, we can see that we were creating some type of Yeah, on the 4 hour we can see that we were creating some type of consolidation here on the market, printing side by side, nothing really happening on the 4 hour. Let's have a look on the 1 hour. We do have support created here, somewhere there, resistance above. Let's take a look on the 30 minutes, see if we can get more information. Okay, so why did we take this trade? On the 30-minute we did create resistance above. Market printed a strong bearish candle. As soon as this new start of the new candle started to break the low of the previous candle, noticing that it did not make a top wick, we did take this at about 8:33. So at the second half of the 1 hour candle, as it was breaking below, we did have clean ranges all the way down here, which was about 50 pips. That's why we took this trade. Cut it at 7 pips, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, and it stops at break even. I assume that market went back up and closed this trade at break even. Let me just have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, same thing. So I didn't wait for the 1 hour to close because obviously there wouldn't be enough range. If we take a look at the 15 minutes, see if we can get a better entry on it. Nah, I think that was a good entry. So I was a bit hesitant on just entering as soon as it was breaking the low because we did not have a top wick on this candle right here. As you can see, still it was indicating there was a lot of bearish momentum for this candle. So as soon as it started to break and moved a little bit below, let's see, it's about 5 pips. I just took the trade. I think I just closed it here for, just let me, yeah, why did I take this? Why did I just close it here? Why didn't I just leave it running? See, there are little things that whilst it's happening, where is this? Whilst it's happening is different after it played out, if that makes sense. So while you're looking at it, while it's currently, the move is currently happening, you do have a different outlook of it. Here we go. Yeah, we do have a different outlook of it. This is it, right? On the 14th. Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay, so I did close it here, stops at break even. So the next candle pushed up, took me out, obviously stops at break even, and just kept on going down. So not much we can do on that. I think the entry was okay, taking into account that the candle did not have a top wick. Moving on to the next one, we do have buys on gold at the same day, but this was closer to NY open, which is this candle right here. Okay, so at the 4 hours it was the same market structure, the same day. See it on the 1 hour, see what do we have here, why do we take these buys. Right, on the 1 hour we can see that we did create support. It's a small bullish candle, expecting the next one. The entry would have been great down here, but let's see it on a 30-minute, because we do have clean ranges to the left hand side for about 70 pips. But let's look at the 30-minute. Maybe you can get some more information and see why we didn't take. Okay, so support created right here. Let me just adjust these levels. That's too big. Okay, so support created right here on this candle. That was support. This one didn't break the high. This one broke the high, but it was a small bullish candle. This one was just an indecision candle for me. The next one was a close, strong bullish. Okay, so I took this trade as it was somewhat breaking the high, and there was, oh wow, okay, so there was a big rejection from the downside on the 1 hour. Do we have that rejection? Not as much we do, but yeah, we do still. Let me see on the 15-minute, what can we get out of this? See where it is, This is the main reason I put this huge ass arrow. Okay, on the 15-minute we can see more information. See that there was a bearish candle. The next candle started to wick down, waited for it to NFP on the 14th. NFP, yeah, no, sorry, CPI, yeah, CPI. Yeah, this looks like CPI, high volatile candle. Yeah, so CPI waited for the news to hit. As soon as the news hit, waited for the dust to settle, which was the wick down. As it started to break the high of the previous candle, took a buy, got my about 10 pips, closed it in full because, well, the CPI, high volatile news, the candle could have just come back down and stop us out. On the 30-minute, it has the same outlook. As soon as it was breaking the high, take a buy. As soon as we got our pips, get out. That's it. During news, I tend to just get my 10 pips or lesser. Depends on how the news affects on how fast the market is moving, because you can't be greedy on news, otherwise it'll just wipe you out. It just moves fast. The next one, let's see, on the 15th, gold buys again. Well, a lot of gold buys here. All right, let's take a look on the 1 hour. Let me just remove this, move it over here. All right, 4 hours. Okay, this is the next day, right? Yeah, this was the next day. If this was the next day, we see that market went up, created resistance, support. Not really, just resistance there. On the 4 hour, we do have support here because, yeah. So market found support over here on the 1 hour. I think we'll have better information on that. Yeah, there you go. Support on the 30-minute. Okay, so trade was taken on 30-minute. Obviously, market created support. Next candle bullish, waited for it to close. This was at 9 a.m. The trade was taken around 9:35. Obviously, we have clean ranges all the way up about to the level of 1901. We did take the trade a little bit after. A little bit after. How can we have gotten better entry on this? Well, executed it as soon as it was breaking the high. Again, no lower wick. Maybe that was it. Ah, yes, I remember this. So there was no lower wick. I waited for this current candle to break the previous high of this candle. So that would be the, let me see. Yeah, so break the entire resistance we were creating on the 15 just as a second confirmation for me. So as soon as it was breaking this wick right here, which was that, took a buy. Obviously this was all done on the 30-minute for better confirmations. Took a buy right here, 90%, stops at break even, started to push up. As soon as we got into the high of this candle, I just closed the trade right there, and it just kept on going up. But anyway, we got our 10 pips and we are out. Wow, that would have been a big trade. Let's see. Oh wow. Oh. Anyway, moving on. 17th, gold buys again. Gold is just on a bullish run and we have to take advantage of it. If you don't, you'll just be looking at the charts, seeing it fly away. So on the 14th, sorry, 17th. So 16th, we didn't take any trades, which was this entire consolidation around here. Anyway, let's take a look on the 1 hour, see more information for us. So market did create a support. We did have a consolidation zone here. This candle broke and closed above as soon as 30-minute. More information. Okay, so went up, broke this resistance, came down, retested that zone as soon as the next candle started to break the wick of the previous high, or on the 1 hour, as soon as we started to break the high of the previous candle, we took buys, 90% secured, stops at break even, and just let it run. We did close it around here. Again, it would have been crazy move. Anyway, we took the pips that we wanted and we got out. So that was it. That was the recap. Not much to talk about. Easy trades, just market structure just looking amazing. Not much to dwell except on the loss here, where we could have managed risk a little bit better. But we we did the best we could at that time. That's about it. All right, see you guys.